Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new series here on a brand new channel. I'm going to be attempting to take AD Alcorcon from the Segunda Division in Spain to glory. I just sounded like prime Luis Fonsi or Enrique Iglesias there with my Spanish, but in this save I'm going to have to be moving like Luis Enrique and become a top quality manager. This past season in real life, Alcorcon were actually relegated down to the 3rd division in Spain, meaning this career mode is going to be no simple task. In this episode, we're going to do a lot of transfer business because this squad needs wholesale changes if they just got relegated down to the 3rd division. Alcorcon do have one of the lower rated squads in the league. This is going to be a realistic career mode where I don't just go out and sign the same high potential 18, 19-year-old players that everybody signs in their save, like... I was about to say like Yuri Tielemans, but it's not 2014 anymore. He's got a wife, kids, mortgage, and FA Cup winning banger to his name. But you know what I mean. We're going to sign players who are in their like mid to late 20s. We could even sign experienced players in their 30s for a season or two. It's not going to be like a traditional career mode where after 2 transfer windows, 80% of your squad has to wake up at 7 a.m. for a history lesson the morning after playing Real Betis in the Copa del Rey. The average rating of our squad right now appears to be mid to high 60s overall. Like I said before, wholesale changes are needed. I've already added a whole host of players to the transfer list. We're going to do quite a lot of transfer business in this episode. I've shortlisted several players I'm looking to bring in. They're currently being scouted. The players I've transfer listed, we've got Diego Souza. He's got a good overall, but he's 33 years old and he has virtually no pace, which you don't want for a striker. Cheeky, just not good enough at 66. Obieta and Garrido, same case. We have 2 strikers loaned into the club right now who I'm going to use, and in this transfer window, I'm going to make a massive striker signing. So these 4 boys are merely cash cows for Alcorcon. Fede Vico is also transfer listed, and Isra Garcia has no face. I really don't like using players with no face on career mode, so I'm planning on removing all of these reserve players with no faces and just replacing them with players from the youth academy. I've transfer listed our 3 goalkeepers. Whichever one I'm unable to sign, I'm going to keep as the backup goalkeeper, and we're definitely going to sign a starting goalkeeper in this window. Our transfer budget right now is 3 million euros. The weekly wage budget is 57,000. Once we sell on some players, that is when I'm going to make moves for our transfer targets, but right now with 3 million, you can't do a whole load to improve the team. Let's have a look at the players in the youth academy currently. We do have a 77 to 94 potential left back, Simon Robin from France. 54 overall isn't exactly good enough to start, but that potential is very, very tasty looking. We've got a fantastic scout already at the club, Sergio Luna, 4-star judgment, which is what you love to see, 3-star experience. We're going to keep him in Spain. I'd like to add a nice, promising defensive midfielder to the team. I'm going to hold off on hiring any coaches for now, just so players don't unrealistically go up by like 6 or 7 ratings by the end of the season. We already have a few transfer offers. Victor Garcia, I want to keep, so we're going to reject that from Sporting Gijon. Citadela want Jaime Garrido. I asked for 780,000, and we scared them off. Huesca have come in with a bid for Emmanuel Adai. He is young with a good overall, but I'd like to replace him with a higher rated, possibly older player, just for the here and now. I'm going to ask for 2.2 million from Huesca. They take it. Arques Racaoches Tocalva have come in for Jesus Ruiz. That was some fantastic pronunciation. Let's get 1.1 mil. That is their final offer. We'll take 1 mil. For preseason, I'm going to join the European International Cup for a potential 1.27 million euros of prize money. That will go a long way in the Spanish 2nd Division. In this episode, I'm going to simulate our 3 preseason games against Aberdeen, Portsmouth, and Go Ahead Eagles. Then I'm going to play 2 and simulate 1 of our first 3 league games against Mirandes, Leganes, and Real Valladolid. In a normal episode outside of the transfer window, I'm going to play 5 games and simulate 5 games to keep the series progressing at a fairly reasonable pace. But due to transfer business eating up a massive chunk in this episode, we're really only going to have time to play the 2 games. Transfer offer here for Juanma Bravo from Bodo Glimt. We'll try and get an extra 100,000 euros on top of 1.15 mil. A mildly tempting offer here from Eldense for Javi Castro. I want to keep him as a center back. 1.4 mil though. Emmanuel Adai is joining Huesca for 2.2 million euros. A lovely, lovely addition to our transfer budget. That is a C. Jesus Ruiz as well, off to Racao for 1 mil. Swindon Town have made a bid here for our other goalkeeper called Ruiz. We'll try and get 450. I mean, an extra 30 grand, what difference is that going to make? I mean, we are Spanish 2nd Division, probably goes a long way. I could certainly use an extra 30 grand in my life, too. Don't know why I'm talking like I've got money pouring out of my ears. Juanma Bravo is going to Norway, way up north. Bodo Glimt are completely on their own there. Leganes and Elche are facing off in a heated head-to-head battle to get Cheeky to agree personal terms with one of their clubs. And I've accepted a bid for Iago Lopez from Burgos for 1.3 mil. I wasn't looking to sell him, but I have shortlisted some right backs who would cost a similar amount to that, so I thought, why not? Eldense are absolutely begging us for a centre-back. They've already had a bid rejected for Javi Castro. Oscar Rivas is a year older and the same overall, so he would be the one I'd be more willing to let go. Gonna attempt 1.4 mil. Eldense are happy with it. Alex Ruiz has joined a former Premier League club, Swindon Town. Cheeky has chosen Elche over Leganes. I think I'd rather live in Elche. It's right on the Mediterranean, whereas Leganes is like in the heart of Madrid. Not that there's anything wrong with Madrid, but that coast is to die for. So I've heard. I've never been. It is time to make our first bids. I've come up with an interesting strategy in signing a goalkeeper, where we go for a very old goalkeeper on the cheap, because goalkeepers don't decline as much as outfield players. So we have 78 rated Antonio Adan. He's 36 years old, formerly of Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. I think Mourinho once said he was better than Casillas, but his value is so low, 800,000 for a 78 rated player, also has 12 months on his contract. Our chief executive said we could get him for around 650,000. Sporting agree with it. Adan is 12 ratings higher than Jesus Ruiz, who's the starting goalkeeper when I came in. We'll get him on a 2-year deal. I'm sure by the end of that deal, he'll be like 71 rated, but even then, that'd be higher than Ruiz. 7,000 euros a week. Antonio Adan is the first signing. This is going to be the third Madrid club of his career. Alcorcon are a suburb of Madrid. The next player I'm going in for is Cristian Tello, formerly of Barcelona, famously scored twice against Bayer Leverkusen in the game where Messi scored 5. I'm sure he was fuming that his Champions League knockout brace was overshadowed by that. At 31 years old, he's valued at 6 million. He has 12 months left on his contract. I imagine we can get him for around 5 million. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, 76 overall, 88 pace. He is going to be fantastic if we can get our hands on him. Gonna go for 5.1, 5.8. Slaven Bilic is their manager. He's accepted 5.3 million. That is a hefty price tag for a player that I'm sure we will get very little resale value from. 31 years old. His stats are only going to decline. But for a season or two, he will be fantastic. Our highest rated outfield player as well. Can offer him 20k with 100k signing on. Cristian Tello agrees. That is a huge wage for the second division. I don't care. I wouldn't say it's a super unrealistic signing. Him at the age of 31, maybe misses home, playing out in the Middle East. We get a C rating. Wants to come back to Spain. Settles for an ambitious second division side. Look at our new big money signing there, holding the number 10 kit. Elite stuff. Aberdeen will be our first opponent. They famously beat a Madrid club in a European final when Sir Alex Ferguson was the manager. Gonna hop into a quick simulation, a 0-0 draw where they missed a penalty. Iago Lopez is going to Burgos for 1.3 million euros. And Oscar Rivas is going to Eldense, 1.4 mil. ACS Sepskios DNSF Georgi have made a bid of 890,000 euros for Isra Garcia, and they've accepted 950,000. Probably should have asked for more money for him. I have every right to take the piss in that transfer negotiation when they come in with an offer with a full-blown essay of a club name. The striker I've had my eyes on is Alejandro Cantero from Levante, 23 years old, 68 overall, valued at 2.4 million. Let's try and work some magic. Diego Souza and 700,000, no. That's all they want for him is 1.6 million for a player worth 2.4. I'm just gonna straight up take that. I don't want to negotiate. That seems like way too good of a deal. Alejandro Cantero, welcome to Alcorcon, son. I said Elche was more ideal than Madrid. He's moving from a club in the Valencian region to Madrid. Our Portsmouth ready for the smoke. A draw in the first game. Now a League One side. You'd expect to not quite be as good as a Scottish Premiership side, but they're exactly as good. A 1-1 draw. Danny Morelas, the 36-year-old left back there with our goal. Isra Garcia has joined that Wi-Fi password of a club. And the third preseason game is Go Ahead Eagles, an Eredivisie side, so you'd put your money on them being the strongest of the 3 teams we've faced. A lot of players are tired. 1-1 draw. Dundee signed Iker Bilbao from us for 690,000 euros, which is a very, very good price to get. Also, the monthly scouting report is back from Sergio Luna. Ismael Velasquez looks very, very good. 82 to 94 potential. Already worth 800,000 euros. We will get him in. Velasquez looks phenomenal. 5-star skills. All of his technical stats are above 50. He's got 73 pace, 78 physical. Simon Robbins' potential has stayed quite high at 78 to 94. I'm going to leave him in the academy for a bit longer. We have 2 left backs in the first team. Molde will be signing Jaime Garrido from us for 730,000 euros as they attempt to fill that Erling Haaland-shaped hole that was left in them in 2019. You know what? I think it was 2018 he joined Salzburg from them. I have 2 right backs shortlisted that I'm interested in signing. We've got Frédéric Ananou from Sint-Truiden in Belgium. He's a Togolese right back. I find this interesting because Genet used to be a Togolese right back at Alcorcon, and he signed for Sint-Truiden from them in 2016. He got that team of the season card when he was a bronze. This transfer would have all the similar elements: clubs, nation, position. Also, Cheryl Floranus, a Curaçao right back playing for Almere City. Same overall, can play center back and both fullbacks. I'm going to attempt some swap deals. See if either club accept, then we go from there. I think I'm pretty certain on going in for Cheryl Florinus. We have had a bid of Diego Souza and 280,000 euros accepted from Almeria City. I haven't been able to sell Diego Souza this whole transfer window, and I want to get rid of him before his value just plummets. Frederick Ananu, Saint-Truiden accepted 890,000, which literally is less money, but Florinus, a year younger, can play all across the back. Florinus has accepted 3,200 euros a week. Alex Blanco at Reggiana is a 70-rated Spanish left midfielder that we could possibly get for 1.75 million. 24 years old, he's going to be someone we have in the team long term. Gonna offer 1.75. 1.85, not too bad. Alex Blanco is in for 1.85 mil. August 14th, 2023, match day 1 in the Segunda Division. Mirandes away. I'm going to play this game, our first competitive game of the series. Before we do, I'm going to give you a quick squad report and show you the players that we have at the club. Antonio Adan, our starting goalkeeper, is 77 overall. Lucas Anaker is the only one of our keepers nobody bid for, so he'll be our backup keeper. Xavier Quintilla at left back at 67 overall is our starter. David Morias, 36 years old, is the backup. Fer Romero isn't going to see much playing time. He has no face, not a great overall. Jean-Sylvain Baban, at 36 years old, is actually from Martinique, but he's an OG. He's been around forever. Used to play for Granada in La Liga. Used to play for Sporting Gijon. Will be our starting center back alongside Kema, on loan from Eibar, 31-year-old, 70 overall. Cheryl Florinus, 67 overall, is our starting right back. Javi Castro on the bench. Eric Callis, I've transfer listed. He's in the reserves. We've got Pedro Mosquera, 35 years old, also retiring at the end of the season, 69 overall. Jan Brice Eteki, I'm excited to use him, 70 overall, 25 years old, defensive midfielder from Cameroon. Javi Perez is on the bench for now. We've got Alex Blanco, our new signing, 70 overall. Inigo Garcia is in the reserve. Javi Lara is the official club captain, 64 overall, 37 years old. Perevico, 67 overalls in the matchday squad. Christian Teo, our highest rated outfield player, 76 rated. Jacobo, I've transfer listed. Victor Garcia will be starting, 69 overall right midfielder. Alejandro Cantero at striker. Very, very excited to use him. Then we've got Obieta, I've transfer listed. Artola and Marciano from Guinea-Bissau on loan from Almeria. These two strikers will be our backup strikers. Marciano looks quite sharp, 81 pace, will be a very, very useful impact sub. Mirandes away is one of those nitty-gritty, tough games you get in the second division that says, if you can win this one, anything is possible. There's our starting 11, 4-2-3-1 formation. We're playing on ultimate difficulty. Cantero over the kickoff. The series is now well and truly underway. Christian Teo getting his first touches. Carlos Martin, who bagged 15 goals in real life in the second division this past season, standing over the free kick on the halfway line. Not sure why they've done that if he's just going to take it short. Martin. Oh, that is brilliant from Florinus. Cantero. Finally, a bit of control of the ball. Garcia. Great ball, Cantero. Has played it in. Oh my word, that would have been the goal of the season. 25 minutes of the first game. Christian Teo with the bicycle kick against the bar. Mosquera! Saved by Dominguez. Such a nice play here. Garcia down the line. Cantero plays it in. He had no right. The audacity. Keeper doesn't start diving till the ball's flown past him. Eteki. Oh, he's played it through. Teo! Yes! Now he gets the first goal of the series. That is why we paid the big money from him. His first game back in Spain after being at Al Fateh in Saudi Arabia. A great ball by Eteki. And Eteki finished by him. Probably should have saved that joke for a future episode. But it's episode 1. I'm trying to get the viewers engaged. Florinus. Florinus. Cantero! Oh, what a save that is. Phenomenal right hand by Dominguez. Oh, they've gotten our box very well. Get out! Brilliant. Florinus. Cantero. Can he score? Yes, he can. Alejandro Cantero has doubled Alcorcon's lead. A first of hopefully many for our number 9. Perez. All around the corner, it's Perez. Can we cut it back? Marciano's just come off the bench. Good save, Dominguez. Blanco. Oh, we played it through for Alex Blanco on his debut. Are we going to play it across? We are. Christian Teo, a brace on debut. Match day 1 Alcorcon will take the victory 3-0. A truly brilliant first outing for us. Ultimate difficulty is the perfect difficulty for me as well. I don't think they'll all be like this. We totally peppered them. 11 shots to 5, 4.4 XG. Leganes won the second division in real life a few weeks ago and were promoted as champions back into La Liga, meaning they are the best team in the league. We have them at home today after a very convincing 3-0 win in our first game. I'm going with an unchanged 11 at Santo Domingo as well on a cloudy evening in Madrid. Bit of a rivalry here. Leganes are also a Madrid club. Not the most known derby in Madrid, but a mouth-watering encounter nonetheless. Here is Xavier Quintilla. Oh, Victor Garcia nearly put us ahead inside 2 minutes. Teo, good ball. Blanco got an assist in the last one. He's going to try and force a rebound from the tight angle. Oh, they're in. Ah, he smashes it past the Dan. Poor defending from me. Very tidy finish there by Diego Garcia. Franquesca. Oh, they're in again. What a save. Come on, Blanco. Little ball inside. Cantero. He's gonna hit it from there, and he scores the goal of his life. Alejandro Cantero with the dipping volley. Luis Suarez against Norwich City-esque. Alcorcon's first home goal at Santo Domingo under my tenure as manager. Look at that. Header from Blanco. Cantero. Absolutely disgusting. Great challenge. Teo. Look who's in again. It's only Alejandro Cantero. What a save by the keeper. Mosquera. It is another belter into that top corner. Pedro Mosquera, at 35 years old, has somehow scored the second best goal of the game. Still an absolute thunderbolt. Peach. A peach of a hit. Ateki. Oh my, the build-up. And the finish from Cantero! 3-1 Alcorcon. The build-up in itself was phenomenal. That finish from such an acute angle. We've got a seriously elite striker on our hands in Alejandro Cantero. No, they're going to get an open goal there. Comes off a techie, and it breaks for Miguel. I think that's Miguel Guerrero, formerly of Sporting Gijon. Last attempt for Dani Raba, Europa League winner with Villarreal, to whip it in. Nyom! Great save by Adan. Saints! We've done it! We have beat Leganes, the best team in the league, 3-2. Dramatic game filled with screamer after screamer. Mosquera, the scorer of one of them. Cantero, that filthy volley, and the goal from the tight angle. Javi Lara is off to Racing Ferrol for $350,000. Nearly. The last action in this episode will be a game against Real Valladolid away. They also gained automatic promotion this past season into La Liga, finishing second. So you can assume they are the second best team in the league. I'm going to simulate this one. I'd normally play it because it's at a real stadium, the Estadio José Zorrilla. Their stadium is in the game. We're going to simulate it. They also have 6 points, so a battle of two teams which are perfect so far. Alvaro Negredo with the winning goal for them in the 77th minute. Like Mosquera, he must be about 37 or 38. Amathandi scored as well, and Mosquera got the goal for us. I'm going to end off the episode there. We are in 5th place. At the start of next episode, I might do a little bit of transfer business in late August if we can get some cash in for some of those players I'm looking to sell. But I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you were looking forward to more of this series. Please subscribe and drop a like on the video if you did enjoy. If this is the first time you're seeing me, check out my main channel, Big Massive Eric, for football trivia and other football content. If you have any suggestions for the series, like which countries to scout, any players to buy in this window or the winter window, let me know down below. We will play 5 and Sim 5 in the next episode, and I'll see you then.